Kayan Talas has been waiting 2 years for justice for his brother, who was killed in the blast. Mohammed was a supervisor at the Beirut port and was called to the site where a fire had broken out prior to the deadly explosion. It took 14 days for his body to be found, but not before the hospital had given him the wrong corpse.
Every day I go to the laptop and watch my brother's wedding. Some people say that you will forget, but no, we will never forget.
We spoke to Kayan a few months after the explosion. He wanted to know who was behind this tragedy and to get justice. He's still waiting.
We should be able to stay in our home and be sure that the government is working for this. It shouldn't be that we have to fight to know who killed my brother and all other people and destroyed all of this.
Melhem Khalaf, formerly the head of the Beirut Bar Association and now an independent parliamentary member, has filed 1,400 lawsuits on behalf of the victims of the blast.
The entire investigation has been at the centre of a political conflict. When politics interferes in such cases, it acts as a barrier to justice.
The first judge leading the investigation was removed after summonsing senior government officials, and the second judge is facing similar barriers. Currently, the inquiry is under suspension and has been for 8 months, thanks to lawsuits by some of the country's top brass who were called in for questioning.
Senior officials who are suspected in the blast, as well as political parties who are supporting these politicians, obstruct and sabotage the investigation in various ways. They've refused to lift immunities on the MPs, and they have also refused to lift immunities on the head of security agencies, and they have attacked the judge.
A gunfight even broke out between Hezbollah and what was thought to be the Lebanese forces following a protest against the investigation. Some of the families of the victims are now calling for an international investigation into the explosion, but many legal experts say it's not the way to advance justice in Lebanon.
You can think about international intervention, but it's not the way. If we cannot believe in our justice, we will not believe in our future in this country. We have to push to have a justice and to have a judge, and to let them work.
The remains of the grain silos are a symbol of the blast. While they are a safety risk, the families of the victims ask that they stay as evidence and part of a collective memory. But just days before the second anniversary, they began to crumble into the sea. It's hoped that the search for justice doesn't disappear with them. Imogen Kimber, TRT World, Beirut.